So today I am so excited and delighted to have Sandeep, who's the head of yoga at the Ananda, join us to give us that little bit of magic, because the Ananda really is the authentic place for yoga. I mean, it's based just right there near Rishikesh, which is the birthplace of yoga. And it is it's real authenticity. I mean, if you want to get into the roots of yoga, it's the place to be. So Sandeep, welcome. Where are you?
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Nice to see you.
From Rishikesh in the Himalayas.
Yeah, it's bringing back wonderful memories that I remember that spot actually. And then Sandeep, I wanted to firstly congratulate you and the whole team at the Ananda, because you have just won. I mean, I think it came out yesterday or the day before. You have just won the prestigious award of being the world's best destination spa, and you've won it 2 years running. So many congratulations, because this award is very special because it's from the readers. It isn't just kind of a bunch of judges. But this is
the whole Ananda team. Let me thank you to all of you for this humbled award. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a fantastic accolade for the Ananda, and it's so very well deserved. So many congratulations to you and the whole team. So before we start our class, I just wanted to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
Yeah,
so we can
sure.
just kind of, preface the class. And my first question is, like, in the West, yoga has become very, very popular, but it is mainly seen as a physical form of exercise. You know, you still go to these classes and you see people doing very challenging things with their bodies, and it's very competitive. It's, it still has that kind of Western approach to yoga. Can you just tell us what is the difference to how you teach yoga in India and at the Ananda, please?
Thank you so much.
Before we start, can I ask everyone just to go on mute, please? Thank you.
So thank you so much for bringing us on to this special occasion of a session from Ananda's. So about your question, I would say that yoga is yoga. It's nothing about Western or Eastern or Oriental. The whole thing is that different people have had different ideas about yoga, and they have approached yoga in different ways. Some people have approached yoga with a very physical or a very part of the whole system, because the whole spectrum is very, very wide. It has physical practices, it has meditation practices, it has a deep philosophy, lifestyle. But some people have viewed yoga with a very, very narrow approach on the body, working on the body, because they have seen that by making the body very flexible, they feel better. That's fine. There is nothing wrong in that, because that's one aspect of yoga, but that's not the full aspect of yoga. So from the classical point of view, I would say that yoga had always talked about a better physical health till we live in this planet. So for that, there are practices, and depending upon your body conditions, different people have different body conditions. So according to that, you can choose your own practice. That is point number one. Second point I would say is yoga then moves on to the mental side of yoga. It's all about management of your own negative emotions and your disturbances of your mind and thoughts. And in this present world, both these elements are very, very important to work on. And yoga is not a modern science. It's a very ancient science. And this has been the approach of the ancient yogis. So if you view yoga as a harmonization of these two elements, then I would say that the practice becomes very, very different.
Okay, to just the physical practice. So it comes to the emotional and mental as well as just physical. So you can combine it all. And can you combine that all just through the movement?
So the movements in yoga, they are done not as a competitive or not like a force or very forceful actions like a aerobic or like a workout. They are done in a very, very relaxed manner. Now this is where I would not say that Western people do yoga just like that, because now even in India, people are practicing yoga in that very competitive environment. But we try to give you yogic practices in a very relaxed way, because when you do these practices with the awareness of the breathing, with the awareness of the mind, it takes you into a different dimension of releasing of the tensions in the body. Because that is the idea, because we store a lot of tensions, the physical tensions, the mental tensions, the emotional tensions. And when you do these practices in a relaxed way, you are able to eliminate these tensions, and that makes you feel very, very light. But if you do it in a very forceful way, it doesn't help. It's just like a physical practice, like a workout.
That's the key. Thank you. That's a pearl of wisdom, because people try so hard to be able to get into poses, but as you say, you have to be relaxed to release that tension.
And in that process, they are creating more tension within the body and mind.
Yeah, that's so true. It's something we need to remember. We all need to remember that. What was your particular training? I mean, how many years did you train for? Because here it's quite easy to become a yoga teacher. You do a number of hours and then you build on that. But it's a really big thing in India, isn't it? It's like a major profession.
Yeah. Again, I would say that yoga as a profession was never structured anywhere. What we see is a very recent phenomena of the last maybe a decade or like 15, 20 years. What yoga has been like, people are coming out to teach yoga as a professional thing. But yoga was always learned as a self practice by gurus. They used to go to the ashram and then they used to learn the yoga for their own knowledge. And then eventually, if they find that yes, they want to go into that life, they used to teach, but not as a profession. Yoga was never a profession initially. But now in the last 15, 20 years, it has completely changed. Now people go for courses. So I was very fortunate to do my training from the Satyananda Yoga tradition, which is coming from Shivananda tradition. And the name of the school is Bihar School of Yoga. And they are one of the first institutions giving yoga as an academic course. So I was in a 2-year course, which was a MA in yoga psychology. And that's how I started my training. It was a 2-year residential course. And then after that, I stayed back in the ashram for 4 or 5 years, teaching in different centers and ashrams. And then finally came to Ananda in 2010, I think. Yeah.
Wow, wonderful. Can I ask you, what steps do you think people can take to really reap the benefits of a yoga practice? Because you can go to you do your weekly class, and you can feel good during that class and after that class. But what else can you do to kind of just reap those benefits of yoga?
So I would say that first of all, we should be very clear about our needs, what we are looking for in our own yogic practices. The first is identification of that goal or that need. What do I want? Because many people might come to a yoga class for flexibility, or that's again a physical thing, or they might come with a problem. Oh, I have a back issue. Oh, I have a bad digestion, or something like that. These are all like physical things. That's fine. And yoga will help you in that, because their need is physical, right? Some people connect to yoga with a mental intention. Like some people want to focus their minds and they want to be more concentrated. So that is another way that people come to yoga classes. So some people come by the physical way, some people come by the mental way. Now there are another group of people, that is the third group of people, who are more psychic in nature. They want to explore certain questions which they don't find answers to in day-to-day life. So it's more of a, a philosophical approach that they find in yoga practices. So I would say that from the practical point of view, we have to work on the practices with the physical and the mental practices, which is the asanas and the meditation and the pranayamas. These form the major chunk of the practices. When you are working on the practices, then what happens? That harmonization happens in the body and the mind and the emotions. And then that element of harmonization brings you into that spiritual dimension. And not taking yoga just as a daily 1 hour or 40 minutes practice, but bringing it as a daily lifestyle. I mean, lifestyle means our behavior patterns, our awareness, our disciplines in life, the time we wake up, the time we eat our food, the time we go to sleep. So all these things are very, very important part of yoga, which is disciplines. I would say that is the major part of yogic practices, with along with your 1 hour or 45 minutes of yoga on the mat. So if you combine both of them, it's a very powerful tool, I would say.
Wonderful. Okay. So my 20 minutes, when I can't do the 45 minutes or an hour, doesn't quite cut it. we have to find a bit more time. Sandeep, how about, I hear a lot from people that, oh, I'm not flexible, or I have injuries or aches and pains, and yoga's not for me. I can't do yoga. It's too difficult. It's too challenging for me. What's your message to people who say that?
True. I mean, when I started my yoga, I was not very flexible. So I was like, I had many students in my class who were much younger to me, and they were more flexible. So I always had that feeling that, oh, I'm not good at it. But I was very fortunate to belong to this school of yoga, where you have to start your yoga practices with the foundation practices, which are very, very important. And they are very simple practices, which should be done by everybody as a starting point. Because if you go to a yoga class and the class is very dynamic, or they are doing very complex positions and postures, which your body will not take it, you might hurt yourself and you will disconnect from yoga forever. You will be scared of yoga classes. That is not the idea. I would say that the teachers have to be very, very open with that they should bring the students into the right step. And once you start feeling good, once you start feeling moving the body easily, you enjoy the practices, then gradually you move on. Flexibility is just an outcome. This is just a very small part of the yogic practices. That's not the complete part. The complete part is harmonization of the body, mind, and moving on to that feeling of peace and joy. That is the purpose. Flexibility is just a small part. So starting the practices with the right practices, simple practices are very, very important. And we do it every day in our yoga classes, online classes, or at Ananda. In a 1 hour class, we spend around 20 minutes doing the foundation first, just to move the body, just the joints and simple practices. And you can do it, anybody can do it. Even the person on the bed, they can do these practices without any problems.
Yeah, I remember it's a wonderful practice. It does take you back to those basics. Can I ask you, do you think yoga, I mean, a lot of people find like meditation quite difficult, sitting down and sitting still to meditate. I know that is part of the whole yoga philosophy, but the movement, can that be seen as a moving meditation?
Definitely. Because when we are doing the yoga practices, we are also working on the different levels of awareness. And that is where you start internalizing yourself. And it's not easy to go directly into meditation techniques because we are not ready. The mind is not ready because the senses, the mind, they are so much externalized into the external world that when you ask somebody to just sit for 5 minutes, they become very, very uncomfortable. Their mind is not ready for meditations. So these movements are very helpful because they are done in a very relaxed way, and the awareness is slowly made more subtle. from the physical with the breath, then the mental awareness. Like that, you internalize yourself, and that is what is meditation.
Wonderful.
Internalization. Internalization is meditation, and that is what people find it so difficult. When you sit for meditation, you want to concentrate, your mind is always running outside, right? That is what happens. And meditation is not easy for everybody, because all the time, day-to-day activities, different work related, many, there are thousands things that the mind is always connected with. So it needs time. It takes time to develop that state of mind where for some time, I would say, even I would say 10 minutes in a day, if we are able to completely disconnect ourselves from the external world, the energy that we get is immense. That really rejuvenates us. It's like a complete shutting down of your activities for a moment. But that is a very big challenge for most of us. So we have to practice it. We have to learn how to do that. And it's not a 1 day or 2 hour course. No, it's not like that. It's a continuous process, lifelong process that we are actually need to do it.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sandeep. I think we're ready to get going. Yeah, let's move forward with the class. Just to let everybody know, this is a longer session than usual. We usually just have an hour on a Saturday, but we're probably here for an hour and a half today, if not a little bit longer. So we'll probably be done in about an hour, if not maybe an hour and 15, just so that you can experience the total the total routine that Sandeep does. I won't tell you what it is because he will share that with us. Okay, we'll take it away.
So our structure of the class would be, we will be doing around 30 minutes of some simple movements of the body and very light practices. And then we will do a simple yoga nidra practice, which is a meditation technique of relaxation. So this is how we will integrate the practices in 2 parts. And the session will be approximately 1 hour, or maybe it will be extending for 5-7 minutes more. That's how I will try to time it. Okay. So please sit straight wherever you are sitting on your mats. Make the body comfortable. Place your hands on the knees, index finger on the tip of the thumb, eyes softly closed. Make the spine straight. If you need to make any adjustments with your body, if you feel any discomfort in any part of the body, please do it. And just check that there is no tensions that you are holding on to in your facial muscles, your neck and shoulders, your legs, your buttocks. Observe the whole body from the top to the bottom. Take few slow, deep breaths in and out. Become aware of the breath. We are preparing for the session with a short internalization. As you are becoming aware of the breath, you can feel the breath becoming more relaxed, deeper. Now shifting the awareness to your eyebrow center. Try to visualize a bright candle flame or any symbol of your choice. Keeping the awareness on the flame We will chant the mantra Om 3 times together. Please inhale deeply. Breathe in. Breathe in. Rubbing the palms together. Just generate some warmth on the palms and place them on your eyes and face. And gently bring your hands down, open your eyes. We will start with very simple movements, which are actually joint movements, just to open up the whole body. So there are movements for the whole body joints, but we will just select few joints just to give you an idea how simple these practices are and how effective these practices are in the morning. You have to sit with legs straight, hands are at the back, spine is straight, and you will rotate your feet from the ankle joints like this. Keeping the feet together, make a good rotation in a very relaxed way. 3 up, 3 down. Don't be in a rush. 4 up, 4 down. With the inhalation, go upward. With the exhalation, go down. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time from this side. Exhale. Doing the practice from the reverse direction, from the left to the right. 1, 2. Inhale, bring the feet up together. Exhale, down. Just see if your awareness is on the movement at the ankle and the breathing that you are being guided to. Inhale up. Exhale, down. One more time. And relax. So this was the ankle rotation practice. The next joint we will work is the knee joint with the knee bend. You will bend the right leg, interlock your finger and place the fingers under the thigh, close to just below your knees. The left leg remains straight on the floor, spine remains straight. You will stretch the leg to the front, the leg is in the air. And bend the leg, bring the knee to the chest. Looks a very simple practice, but very effective for the knee joint. To straight, to bend. If you find difficult to maintain this posture, you can always take a cushion or back support of the wall. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, bend. Inhaling, straighten the leg. Feel it. Exhaling, bend the knee and maximum pull the knee to the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, stretch maximum, hold few seconds. And exhale, bend the leg. Relax the leg to the floor. Right leg is straight. We will bend the left leg now. 1, stretch the leg. 1, knee to the chest. With the inhalation, 2. Exhale, 2. 3, breathe in. 3, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. If your mind is wandering, bring it back to the movement in the breath. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. So the movement has to be synchronized with the breath. One more time. Breathe in, hold few seconds extra, check your spine. Exhale, bend the knee and relax. The next movement we will do is for the hip joint. It's called the half butterfly pose. You will bend the right leg and place the foot either on the left thigh or on the floor, wherever you feel comfortable. For people who are flexible, they can place it on the thigh. For if you're not able to, you can place it on the floor and do the practice. I'll show you both the ways. Hold the knee, the left leg is straight, hold the foot with the left hand and try to bring the knee upward and downward. See, the body remains straight. You're not moving the body. It is just the movement of the leg. 2, up, down. For people who are doing with the foot on the thigh, inhale up, exhale down. Maximum you can go. Don't force too hard. Just look at your limitation. You'll feel a very good effect on the hip. Inhale up, exhale. Most of us are very tight in the hip area, and this practice is amazing for the opening of the hip. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Maximum. And relax the leg. Leg straight, relax. I'm just showing you the simple practices which you can do it every day by yourself. Bend the left leg, either place it on the thigh or on the floor. Right leg remains straight, holding the left knee with the left hand, right foot with the right hand. Bring the knee up to the chest and downward. Just feel it till where you can reach. 2, inhale. Exhale. Even if you find the breathing difficult, just do the practice. Naturally, you'll get the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out deeply. Try to make the breath deeper. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Maximum. And relax the leg. So these are the 3 lower important joints: ankle, knee, and hip. We'll do 1 or 2 joints for the upper body also quickly so that you have an idea. Sit straight. Either you can keep the legs cross-legged. If you find it difficult, you can keep them straight also for the practice. Stretch the arms to the front and make a tight fist with the thumb inside. 4 fingers are closing the thumb. You'll make the wrist rotation practice. So very slowly rotate both the wrist from the wrist joint. Upward and downward. See the movement. Inhale up, exhale. You can do it with closed eyes also. Just make sure your elbows are not moving. The arm is straight. Only the movement at the wrist. It is a very subtle movement. Feel it. Keep your shoulders relaxed. If you're tensing the shoulders, they should be relaxed. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reverse the movement from the opposite direction. Don't be in a rush to do the practice. Have the full control on the movement. 3 up, 3 down. Integrate the breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Make a big circle and relax. Place your hands on the knees. Just feel any sensations, any effects that you feel after the movements. Breathe in and out and just relax. So that was the wrist rotation practice. Next joint is the shoulder, which is very, mostly people have a lot of tension, heaviness in the shoulders. We don't realize that. So place your fingers on the shoulder joint and elbows together. You will raise your elbows upward, backwards, and downwards. This is the movement, like a rotation of the shoulder socket joint. Up, back, and down. Slowly. These practices should be done slowly. Inhale upward, opening the shoulders, exhale down. Do it as per your own convenience. That's very important. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Smooth movement. Breathe out. Making it slightly bigger. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Now we do the reverse direction. Elbows are in the front closer, and then take it back from the down, up, bring it down from the front. You can do it with closed eyes also if you feel more comfortable. For some people, they can do it with open eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. See how the breathing also changes. Your breath becomes more deeper, bringing more energy, more oxygenation, internalization. So through the practice, you're also kind of meditating. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Relax. So these were the few major joint practices that we do, and there are practices for every joint, which takes around 15 minutes to do every day if you want to integrate. Now moving to the next practice for the spine, okay, which is called the cat pose. We come on the knees, but for some people this is difficult to come on the knees. They can directly come to the cat pose position. Place your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips slightly apart. This is the starting position. You can tuck your toes if you want, or just keep your toes flat. Now the movement is bringing the spine downward and raising the head upward. And very good practice for releasing all the vertebrae of the spine. For people having a lot of tension on the spine, this practice is very good. Now raise your spine upward and bring the head down toward the chest. Continue with the movement to head up, spine down. Don't bend the arms, only the movement of the spine and the head. Spine up, head down. Connect with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Go deeper into the arch of the spine. Feel it on the lower back, on the upper back, whole spine. Exhale. Different people might feel it at different places because they have different conditions of the body. One more time. Inhale. This is called the cat pose position. A very common practice, a very simple practice. Exhale, spine up, head down. Try to bring the chin toward the chest if you can. Relax your spine here, and then we move to the child's pose in this position, which is called Sashankasana. It gives a very good gentle forward stretching to the spine. Bring your hips to the heels, forehead to the floor, and just relax here. For some people, this posture is very challenging because of weak knees. If you have any knee issues, you can avoid the practice and just relax in the cat pose position also. You can relax. Ideally, the arms are straight, the forehead is on the floor, hips are on the heels if you can, and breathe here for a few breaths. And gently release the practice, and please stand up. So this 1 hour class will be not enough to give you all the practices. So I've selected very few practices, which will be just giving you an idea of how you can integrate these simple practices in daily life. Even if you do these practices on a daily basis, I can assure you that you will attain good health. That is my assurance. Now in the standing position, we will do 3 postures, which are very, very important, which gives 3 movements to the spine. First one is the palm tree. Bring the feet together or slightly apart and interlock your fingers to place the palms on the top of the head, palms facing upward. You can select a point at the front as a point of concentration. Stretch the arms upward, give a good stretch to the body, and try to come on your toes. Lift the heels, come on the toes. Stretching upward. And then slowly bring the heels down, hands back to the head. This is the practice. Lift up, arms up, coming on the toes, stretching up toward the ceiling, feeling the stretch of the spine. And bring the heels down, hands back to the head. If you have got the practice, now integrate the breathing. Inhaling, go up. Pull the arms. Exhaling, go down. Don't lose the concentration on that point because the mind may move here and there. Inhale, up. Go up maximum to the ceiling as per your comfort. Exhale, go down. One more time. You will hold the final position. Breathe in, go up on the toes, arms straight, upper arm close to the ears. Check your palms are facing upwards. Concentrate on the point. Hold it. You can keep breathing. And exhale, relax. Bring your arms down from the sides. Close your eyes for a moment. And just observe the body. Observe the breath. Observe the sensations in the body wherever you're feeling it. And try to relax those areas. And now open your eyes. Second practice in the standing series is called the side palm tree or the swing palm tree. We keep the legs separated about shoulder width apart. You interlock your fingers and raise your arms over the head. Arms are straight, upper arm close to the ears. Bend to the right side from the waist without bringing the shoulder and the chest forward. as much as you can. Come to the center and then bend to your left side from the waist. Come to the center. You will feel a very good stretch on the opposite side, which generally we never get it in daily life. Bend to the right side to center to go to the left side to center to. Breath now. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to the right, go maximum. Inhale. Don't overdo the practice, do it in a relaxed way. Exhale, look forward on that point. Inhale, do one more round. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the center and relax. Bring your legs closer, close your eyes, and just observe the effect of the practice wherever you are feeling the tensions, the effects on the shoulders, arms, side muscles. If the body is shivering, be aware of that shivering of the body. If it was very strong for you, be aware of that. Breathing in and out, just feel the body, relax the breath, and gently open the eyes for the next practice. So we have done the upward stretching of the spine, we have done the side bending of the spine. Now we do a rotation of the spine, okay? Again, we separate the legs about shoulder width apart, keeping the knees straight. And we bring the arms up at the shoulder level, not high, not low, at the shoulder level, approximately. Spine is straight. You can watch the practice. You will twist to the right side and bring the right arm to your lower back around the waist. Left hand goes to the right shoulder and look over the right shoulder. The same thing from the left side, arm straight, twist to the left arm to the lower back, right hand to the left shoulder. And try to look back to your left side. This is the movement. Come to the center. Right side, right arm to the back, left hand to the right shoulder. Twist maximum, keeping the spine straight. Center. Go to the left. Feel the effect on your whole waist. Center. Take a deep breath in here, and with the exhalation, you will twist. With the inhalation, you will come to the center. With the exhalation, you will twist to the left side. With the inhalation to the center. 2 more rounds. Exhale. Just make sure your hips are not going back. They are straight. You're twisting from the waist. Breathe in. Breathe out to the left. Breathe in. One more last round. Breathe out to the right. Maximum twisting. As much as you can go, you can keep breathing in this final position. Inhale to the center. Exhale, twist to the left, using your arm as a lever, looking over the shoulder. Twist maximum, hold the practice. Keep breathing. And then come to the center with the inhalation. Relax the arms, legs closer to each other, eyes closed, body relaxed. Allowing the breath to normalize after the practice, complete body relaxation. Gently open your eyes. So we did some joint movements, we did the cat pose, we did these movements of the spine, which is standing position. Another practice, which is a very good practice, which is the sun salutation, which you should integrate in your daily life. I will just do one round for you. If you are comfortable, join me in the practice or just watch it. Some people might have problems in terms of lower back pain or slip disc. They should not do the practice of sun salutation because it's a combination of 12 positions done in a sequence. There's a forward bending, backward bending. So for some people, this is contraindicated, especially for people having back problems. Otherwise, you can do it. So we will just do one round of the practice. There are 12 positions just to give you a feel of how this practice is very, very essential. So we come to the top of the mat. Arms are by the sides. Relax your body in this position, starting position. When you are ready, we join the hands together in front of the chest. Just follow me slowly. I will be very slow in the practice just to give you a feel. Now you will raise your arms up, take them back and look up, giving a gentle arch to the spine. This is a backward bending of the spine. And then slowly, for people who are comfortable, they will bend forwards from the hips, go down, keeping the legs straight if you can, or you can gently bend the knees, try to bring the hands to the floor, to the side of the feet, and the head goes toward the knee. Even if you are here, doesn't matter, that's fine. As we said, the idea is not to force. Now gently bend the knees and stretch the right leg back. Drop the knee to the floor and look up. Tuck the right toes inside, that will give you a good grip of the floor. Look upward. For people who are flexible, they can slightly come up on the fingertips. And now placing the palms on the floor, take the left leg back in the pose of plank. The whole body weight is on the shoulder and arms. Spine is straight, not like up or down. It's straight. Drop the knees down, the chest down, and the chin down in the Astang Namaskar position. 8 points of the body is touching the floor. Hips are up. Now from here, we move to the cobra. Drop the hip down and lift your head and chest upward. This is the cobra. Moving to the mountain, which is the 8th position. Touch your toes, lift your hip, and very gently bring the body in the shape of a mountain. Head is going between the arms, legs are straight, arms are straight, hips are going upward. Now in the 9th position is same as the 4th position. You will bring the right foot forward, left knee drop to the floor and look up. The 10th position, bringing the left foot forward, same as the 3rd position. For people who are having back problems, they should be careful. 11 is same as the 2nd position. Taking the arms upward. And 12 is the same as the 1st position. So these are the 12 positions of sun salutation. We did it from the right side. We'll quickly do it from the left just to complete the round. Okay. Now the next half of the round will be with the breath awareness. Take a deep breath in and out here. Inhale, arms up, 2. Exhaling, bend forward. 3. Inhaling, left leg back. 4. Drop the knee, look upward. 5. Palms down, right leg back in the plank. Exhale. You can breathe out or hold the breath and drop the knee, chest into the floor. With the inhalation, lift your head up. In the cobra, just make sure your lower abdomen is on the floor, pubic bone is on the floor. Exhaling, go to the mountain, which is the 8th position. Arms are straight, legs are ideally straight. Inhale, left foot forward this time, right knee on the floor, head goes up with the inhalation. Exhale, bring the right leg forward, head toward the knee. You can keep the knee slightly bent if you are feeling a discomfort. Inhale, lift your arms over the head. Exhale, prayer pose. Relax, keep your eyes closed for a moment. Just observe the whole body, just be aware of the whole body, how the body has moved into these 12 positions. We have done half round, which is full complete round. The body has made 12 and 12, 24 movements, forward, backwards. Just feel it. Watch the breath. And open your eyes. And please be seated in a comfortable posture. So what we did was very simple practices, and for people who are very inflexible, they are not very flexible, they are very stiff, they find it very difficult. I would say these practices are very simple to do. Sun salutation may be slightly difficult, but you can do it with the preparation of the initial practices. So like that, there are many practices which you can learn from a yoga teacher. That's how we teach at Ananda. So this is one aspect of yogic practices. The other aspect of yogic practices is the mind. And that's where the practice of meditation, relaxation, concentration comes. So we are going to do the practice of Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra means sleeping with the awareness. Nidra means sleep, and yoga means with the awareness. So it's a sleeping with the consciousness awake. In this practice, what we do is we just lie down in Shavasana, which is the relaxing posture, and you will make your body comfortable and just listen to the instructions and do not sleep into the practice. Generally, into the practice, people go into sleep, but you have to avoid it. The whole idea is to move into a kind of disconnection from the external environment, which is guided to you. It's a guided meditation. So we do the body scanning, we do the breath awareness, and we do a small visualization, and a small resolve will be added into the practice. I will ask you to take a positive resolve at the beginning of the practice and at the end of the practice. This is how the whole practice will move into next 25 minutes. So please lie down on your back. Close your eyes. Make the body comfortable, your clothing's comfortable. If you have anything heavy on your body, metallic, watches, mobile phones in your pockets, please keep them apart. The whole body has to be very comfortable and relaxed. Anything tight on the body should be released, should be removed for the practice of Yoga Nidra. Lying on the floor, keeping the legs shoulder width apart, arms slightly away from the body, 6 inches away from the body, palms facing upward. Gently close your eyes. Make the whole body very, very comfortable and relaxed. If you feel you need any adjustments with your body, you are free to do it now. Once the practice of Yoga Nidra starts, try not to make any movements in the body. The whole body should be completely relaxed and loose. Awareness of the whole body lying on the floor. Check your clothing are not interfering with your discomfort or comfort. Say to yourself, I will not sleep. I shall be awake and aware of the instructions. Take few slow deep breaths in and out. Become aware of the breath. As you breathe in and breathe out, allow the whole body to surrender to the floor. Allow the whole body to surrender to the floor with each and every breath. Become aware of the environment around you. Become aware of the room, the walls, the ceiling, the floor, the contact of the body and the floor. The sounds that you can hear, try to listen to those sounds. Sounds coming from close to you, sounds coming from away from you. Let go of the awareness of the sounds. Now think of a positive resolve that you wish to achieve in your life. It could be a change in your some habit or developing some positive quality within you. Identify that and take it as a resolve and mentally repeat it 3 times. The resolve is like a affirmation, a seed that you are planting in your subconscious mind. After you have taken the resolve, we are going to rotate the awareness to different parts of the body. We will start from the right side, from the right hand thumb to the toes, and then from the left side, left hand thumb to the toes. When I say the name of your body part, mentally become aware of it. Don't move the body and do not sleep. The right hand thumb, index finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. The whole of the right palm, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, right armpit, side muscles, waist, right thigh, right knee, calf muscle, ankle joint, heel, sole of the right foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. The whole of the right side of your body. Take the awareness to the left side, to the left hand thumb, index finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. The whole of the left palm, wrist, lower arm, elbow, shoulder, left armpit, side muscles, waist, thigh, left knee, calf muscle, the ankle joint, heel, sole of your left foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. The whole of the left side of the body. Do not sleep. Take the awareness to the back of the body, right buttock, left buttock, lower back, middle back, upper back, the whole spine, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head now, the crown of the head, forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, eyebrow center, right eye, left eye, nostrils, the tip of the nose, upper lip, lower lip, chin, front of the chest, stomach, navel, abdomen, whole front of the body. Whole body. Awareness of the whole body lying on the floor. Shift the awareness from the body to your breath. Simply observe the breath. Do not make any changes in the breathing. You are simply aware of the breath happening within the body. You are not trying to control the breathing. You are not trying to make any efforts in the breathing. You are simply watching the breath going in through the nostrils and coming out through the nostrils. Take the awareness to the abdomen. Feel a gentle expansion and contraction in the abdomen. As you breathe in, the abdomen slightly expands. As you breathe out, the abdomen slightly contracts. Do not sleep. It's a very natural movement with the breath that you have to observe. Now please let go of the awareness of the breath. Bring the awareness in front of your closed eyes. And try to visualize an empty screen, a dark space or an empty screen. In that dark space, try to visualize a blue sky. A blue sky. A rising sun. A rising sun. Snow-covered mountains. Snow-covered mountains. Dense forest. Dense forest. A night sky. A night sky. The waves of the sea. The waves of the sea hitting against the rocks. The waves of the sea hitting against the rocks. An old house. An old house. An empty street. An empty street. A black horse. A black horse. A small temple. A small temple. Let the image of these visualizations fade away. Become aware of your resolve which you took at the beginning of your practice, repeat your same resolve mentally 3 times. After you have taken the resolve, try to externalize your awareness to the outside environment. Feel the external environment of the room, the floor, the body, and the contact of the floor. The awareness of the breath. Slowly try to bring the awareness back to the body and the external environment. The practice of this meditation of Yoga Nidra is going to end now. Gently move your fingers, your toes, your head by the sides. Once you come back to the present awareness of the body, stretch your arms over the head and give a good stretching to the whole body. Take your time. Don't be in a rush. Just be aware of the effects of the practice that you have just did. And when you are fully aware, awake, turn to one side and, taking your time, sit up. Keep your eyes closed for a moment. Spine is straight, hands are on the knees. Observe your whole body and the state of your mind. Take the awareness to your breath. Shift the awareness to the eyebrow center and visualize a bright candle flame. We will chant Om 3 times together. Please inhale deeply. Feeling the vibrations of the mantra within you, gently rub your palms together. Feel the warmth on the palms and place them on your face, on your eyes. And gently Bring your hands down and open your eyes. Thank you very much. If you have whatever experience during the practice, that is great. If there are any questions, you can put up in the chat box or ask us.
Sandeep, thank you so much. It was a very special session there, because it really allowed us to slow down. I mean, certainly with my yoga practice, it's a bit more dynamic. So that feeling of coming down slowly and really going into the presence of the movements, the asanas and the breath was very, very special. Thank you. It's amazing. We're getting lots of messages here. Feel renewed. Erica, they do online classes actually at the Ananda. The Ananda has opened in August just for domestic travellers. They've opened some rooms, but for their international audience, they've started online classes. They have a subscription. When we follow up with the recording, we will send the link so that you can find out more information and join that if you would like to. Some really beautiful comments here. Yoga Nidra was fantastic, very relaxing and healing. People feeling relaxed and energized. Julie asked the question, when do you think a good time, best time is to do a Nidra? Could it be morning, evening? What's your recommendation on that, Sandeep?
So I would recommend doing Yoga Nidra somewhere in the middle of your day. Let's say you have had a very stressful day in the first part of the day. You can place it sometime in the afternoon or in the evening so that you refresh yourself for the evening, or in the, like, you feel very energized and refreshed. That is the idea. For different people, they can use it for different purposes. Also, let's say you have not had a good sleep, you can actually combine, do a short yoga nidra of 15-20 minutes. That will actually make you more refreshed. So it depends what is your purpose, because many times people cannot maintain the awareness. They fall asleep. Even we fall asleep because it's not easy. But with practice, you will be able to maintain that awareness. And when you are able to maintain that awareness, then the practice becomes very, very meditative and deep. So I would suggest try to practice during the middle of the day or maybe in the evening. That is a good time. And for people, you can practice before going to sleep also. That's also a good time to practice.
Wonderful, thank you. I mean, yeah, I agree about if you haven't slept well during the night, it really is a very focused way of renewing your energy. I really liked when you were doing it, you kept reminding us not to go to sleep because it's so easy to fall asleep. So it was lovely to be told, don't go to sleep, don't go to sleep. Our subconscious mind was saying, no, don't go to sleep. So that was great. It was, it was wonderful. And there's some great comments here. Victoria, never done this kind of yoga before. Yes, I mean, this is why I was very keen to introduce the type of yoga that happens at the Ananda, that they practice at the Ananda today, because we're so used to this fast-paced world, and even our yoga over here is so fast and dynamic, and so it's just taking that back to basics and remembering that it's a whole philosophy.
To do the movements very fast is much easier because the mind is rushing very fast. But to slow down is the challenge in life.
Yeah.
And when you slow down, then you become more aware. If you're moving very fast, you are not aware.
Yeah. Yeah. And interestingly enough, I don't know if others felt the same, but with the sun salutations, which is a very normal part of my practice, the slower movement of the sun salutation made it a little bit more challenging, but really allowed me to center in on that and do it properly. So thank you for that. Namaskar to you and to the whole team at
Namaskar.
the Ananda. And thank you all for joining us, for supporting us, and being with us on these sessions.